Welcome back to another episode of Factorio. Today we have plans. We want to build more locomotives. We want to transport things. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, perfect. We need a lot more things. We need a lot more engines. We need everything. Okay, maybe we didn't need so much copper. But I do need that much steel. And engines. We would love to create more motors. It would require a little bit of setup, but we could do it in theory. Okay, there's a single stick. Sticks are used for rails, I think. So let's just craft one rail, but the stick is gone. So now our inventory is no longer full. Okay, we need a few more engines here. So do we want to craft engines quickly automatically? I mean, there's nothing against it. At least I don't have anything against it. It's pretty easy. You just have to do iron plate. So we have these assembly machines that are very basic. So yeah, so just crafting a few pipes. Well, I don't have enough inventory space to hold shit here. Okay, a little bit unfortunate. Well, we can make it a little bit like that, very cheaty. And we just produce a bit of that, and that will do us pipes, and then we need pipes, steel, so we can just get our steel like that up here. So we have pipes, which I would love to if we had like more inventory space. Wow. These iron chests, they are very useless. So I will place another garbage chest here and put them inside themselves because they're kind of garbage. Then we will put this here, the steel also here, and then lastly, what do we need for engines? What was it that is needed? Steel, iron, and gears. Okay, gears. I see. So gears is almost like a secondary belt here, now that we're so often taking a part of it. Okay, we're making this kind of main hub a little bit ugly, but that is fine. And we're not producing that many engines. I don't think we need to have the belt solution here. We just make it like super simple. Just throw down a few things, put down a machine that makes them. How do I get rid of it? I have something in my hand. Here it is. Yeah, make engines. Where are you? Here. And then put a box down to put the engines in. And a bit of power, of course. And then we are golden to make engines, and we will not make too many of them, although we do require them probably in the future. And that's perfect. We can get rid of you. Inventory is full and the assembly machine was dropped here on the ground. That is dreadful. So let's see if we just craft for manually some quick inserters until the inventory gets a bit less full. Perfect. We always need more quick inserters, don't we? And here the quick inserters are actually completely useless because this machine is so slow. We can put the fast one, which will be a little bit faster with the crafting. This is good. And yeah, so then what do we need? We want to have another wagon? No, we did not want to have another wagon. We want to have another thing here, and probably we also want to get more wagons even, because we want to make even more stuff. Even more stuff. Yes. We want to make blue science. Blue science requires us to have the red advanced circuits. The red advanced circuits, the plastic we can get. The copper we already make a belt full here. We make a belt full of those as well. Then you can just do plastic. So we have these two already really nicely aligned here. The only thing we need is plastic. So that's easy peasy. We'll just split them out, jump them over this huge track here somehow. So this is easy. They are coming over. With them it's a little bit more hard because you cannot stretch it like that far, right? Nope, we cannot. So we'll just have to tunnel like these here so that you can come out there. Don't ask how that works physically, that they're both underground. It's just multiple levels, I think. So we have two of the resources now combined here, perfectly fine. And then the last one will be the plastic, which will just jump on here. And that will be something that we have to deliver, basically. So there will be a train station up here that will, of course, give us plastic. Access to plastic is going to be important. So yeah, I'm sure I will not regret putting this here at all. This is all just more semi-temporary. Semi-temporary. It's temporary until the point where it becomes redundant. Good. And then again, doing a lot of shenanigans here by doing this. But that's good as well, because now we are going to place some things here, like that. And we also require an end station, which we need to craft still, I suppose. We don't have it, do we? Yeah, we have 6 of them. So I anticipated already that we're playing Railworlds and that we will require a few stations. So this is going to be the station here, which is going to be the science lab plastic delivery. And we are going to put a nice train here that will have cargo wagons. Wonder, there's only a few of them that stack, I guess. Okay. Oh, we need to also get coal up here. Wow, that's annoying. That's a bit annoying, right? To get coal up here. That is a bit annoying, but not... No, actually, what am I saying? How is it annoying? How is it annoying exactly? It's not annoying at all, actually. It's quite fine. So yeah, perfect, like that. Just throwing down a few chests here. Nothing crazy, but we will limit them because that is way too much coal. If we fill those chests up, I will regret that when we deconstruct it. We have so much coal to transport then. So that's the first. Then we want to quickly unload them. So we will put these here. Then boxes as a buffer for the plastic in case it doesn't fit on the belt. And then of course the belts connections here, those will be just slower ones because we are not using the full belts anyway. Oi. I'm sorry if I scared you. So, like that. And no storage tank, but rather like this. And then we also want to get the coal here. So for that we will just tunnel it. Okay, we need a few more underground belts. I wish it was like kind of like making it, that part a little bit smarter, because it more or less knows that we are lacking them. So I guess it could be that it, I don't know, gives you a warning or something. I don't know what would be the best way, but that, or that it doesn't place them at least. That would be nice, because then that would help quite a lot. Okay, I think nah, how do we make it like this? Is fine, actually. Why am I complaining? We just do it like this. All good, all good. Okay, then now just a bit of electricity, then the whole thing will spring into action in no time. And well, here we can just bridge it, like with the big poles, to make it look pretty. And then we're gonna throw down a little bit of lights so that we know that stuff is up here. We don't run into anything in the middle of the night here. Yes, that looks pretty. So the coal is getting into the train. The train could unload if it was anything in there. So what do we want this train to do? You're going to go to the stations that don't exist yet. Okay, we didn't design those systems yet. Okay. And we are going to connect the plastic up here. So we'll just quickly finish off here, and then we can go satisfied down to the other place to set up actually the plastic pickup. So we're going to build our standard system. I think we'll start off with just 2 factories. Don't want to overdo it. Well, we do want to overdo it, of course, but we don't want to do it now. So we can then use long-handed inserters basically to put a second belt next to them that they can grab from. That's my plan. We have the second belt with the next 2 signs basically. So the output here will be on this belt. Yes. And here we have 2 belts underground. So this is good. Then we are needing to put the construction things here. Those will be blue science ones. We have military science as well already. Alright, for that we need grenades and walls and whatnot. Crazy. Actually we need engine units. What am I doing here? What am I doing? I wanted to build not that. I wanted to build like red science. Alright, sorry, yet we're not at that point yet. Sorry. We actually do another thing. We need engines later on as well. This is gonna, like, those are like, okay, yeah. Too early. I'm too early on that. Sorry. Super sorry, but kind of. How we set, except that will be not immediately the final product. It will rather be a intermediary product, which we will throw into more assemblers in due time. So one thing you never want to do in this Factorio is to build like too much shit in one place, basically, because you're just boxing yourself in. And I'm pretty sure that that is exactly the mistake that I'm doing here as well. I just have too little space to do everything to scale, and we just would have benefited from putting more spacing, but you know, what you gonna do. Now that we have this empty though, just quickly, I want to do this a bit differently. And also for the next one, it would be great if we can just dump it to the side, so that, yeah, that is good. That is good. And here we need to have inserters, of course. And we are producing the red circuits in just a second. Right? Oh, we need plastic, of course. Okay, then we are more or less on that. So let's then quickly head down to the plastic. I will take the train manually in control. And I'm sure we're not gonna have a train crash, right? Oh, there's a red signal. Let's ignore the red signal. Red signals are for people who don't know what they're doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Train is behind me, train is behind me, train is behind me. Okay, don't come behind me, don't come behind me. Eat. Okay, that's definitely already a bit incorrectly parked. That's okay. So we'll just park it here. If you've seen my TTD, you know that we don't have train crashes. Here and there. So this is the what? This is the Oil Town coal delivery. So this is the Oil Town plastic. And this is the Oil Town sulfur. Good. And you can then start with, I don't know, maybe you can chill for a second because we are not really in a rush to do something. We're still a little bit slow on production of sulfur, or actually we're producing basically no sulfur at all. It's very suspicious. Is there any time you're producing any sulfur? No. This is just like nothing in there, right? Yeah. And you? Because you don't have petroleum. You don't have petroleum because crude oil is there. Just not connected. Hey. What? That's where the one missing was. Okay, I was suspicious of where it went. Okay. Always a bad sign if there's something missing. So now we should be doing petroleum. Yes, we are. And sulfur should also be getting slowly started. Yeah. The petroleum is filling up. This is also working. Ah, we produced a bit of stuff. Okay, we're working on it. Slow but steady. Plastic we're still producing because I don't know why. We did manage to produce plastic somehow. That's good though, I guess. It's definitely not bad. So then we wanted to program the train. So this train, it has to go to the Oil Town Plastic, wait until it's full cargo, then it goes to the Science Lab Plastic Delivery, waits until it's empty, and then let's go and automate it. And here we are. The train comes in, gets immediately loaded with plastic. Of course, we're exhausting our limited little bit of storage that we have here immediately, basically, because we just don't have enough plastic production at all to keep up with what we really want. And that mainly is because it's slightly waiting for the production of the asset, but obviously it's just one factory, so the ratio is probably halfway correct. But I would say probably the best course of action would be to double at least our production of the oil refineries. So 3 of them and then 1 chemical plant. Something like that feels like it probably goes in the right direction. So let's see if we can squeeze them in somewhere. So I already foresee that because we are like in this cliff thing that it will be super annoying. So we can already maybe work against that somehow. Or we could make them up here, right? There's no necessity for that. I mean, we could just expand downwards also. Yeah, I like that also. Why not? Let's go downwards. So basic cracking. We'll probably have to redo a little bit of that when we get to more advanced ones, but let me actually see when we get advanced ones. Braking force, nice. Modular armor, efficiency modules, so it'll be a while. Speed modules, lab research time. Yeah, we're kind of like ending kind of what we can actually research now. That's okay. Yeah, so same story as all the time here. We'll just put these ones in there. And we need a lot more of them. And we also need a lot more underground, and we actually need everything a lot more. Okay, so we're just on them incorrectly, wrong way around. I guess we are. So we're just gonna run that down here. The outputs are there, and we will connect them up with underground ones like that. Then this one to there. This one, and this one, and here we go. That should be good. That produces a lot more petroleum gas, and we can see that now we're filling up tanks a bit more or less. Yeah, more or less we get the throughput that we want, right? Yeah, it just takes a bit. But that's fine. And then we also said that we want to build one more chemical plant, which is going to support this one. And we're just gonna make a distance of 1, just so that we are not immediately next to it. And this is gonna produce plastics for us. I'm thinking whether it makes sense to maybe just run this one like that. It kind of negates the effect of leaving a distance. Not sure. Maybe we'll just do it like that. Because then you can still squeeze here by somehow. Yeah, so this one needs to be there, which is a bit inconvenient because of reasons that makes no sense here. We will just, for this one, have to run it a little bit differently, and as you can still insert in the middle though. Except here you cannot, so maybe for consistency reasons, they will now insert on the top. And putting in some power here. And then of course we will need to output. We have no belts. That is super embarrassing that we have no belts. What the hell? No way. You're not serious, you're gonna tell me I don't have belts for this little bit of stuff? Seriously? And there's no belts anywhere I could save, right? Like I can like optimize something just a tiny bit for getting some belts. Well, technically we have underground belts. So if we want to be really cheeky, we can do this. Okay. The plastic is flowing a lot more freely, but nowhere on a level where the train gets full anytime soon, so we will have to manually skip that station and just jump to the science lab to see the result of our work. Here we are, going the track. Nice, nice. And here we have to stop, unfortunately. Really unnecessarily, because this train, yeah. Could just put like an entry signal here, that would actually solve it. I think we just have to think a bit more about how we want to lay out the track, and then just build a proper main line with 2 tracks so that they can all run at the same time. And we don't have these weirdnesses. So yeah, we're gonna have a really nice train episode in the future where we just fix that stuff. Running the train through the night though is very nice. Very nice. And now we're coming back into civilization. Just a second here. Yes, here we are. Oh. Seems like civilization is not connected to power anymore, because I destroyed the power pole earlier. But here we go. The plastic is flowing. Iron plate is needed. Okay, they're completely unloaded. We don't have enough, really. But we should get red ones. Yes, there's our first red one. So the red circuits are there. Sulfur delivery is the next one, and then we need to have sulfur delivery, and then we also just need engine units, which we're already producing up here in limited capacity, and they will be for the blue science. Awesome. We'll tackle that next time. See you then. Take care. Bye bye.